Derby's captain, Michael Forsyth, has recovered from a leg injury, so he continues at left-back. It's the same side, in fact, that started against Charlton on Saturday, with Tommy Johnston still preferred wide on the right to Ted McMinn. The Arsenal treatment room has been fully occupied since the weekend. 6 players were injured during the win over Everton. George Graham is without both his fullbacks, Nigel Winterburn and Lee Dixon, as well as England striker Ian Wright. Paul Lyderson, the Norwegian international, and Stephen Morrow from Northern Ireland, they're brought in as the fullbacks, with Anders Limpar also in the starting lineup. Tonight's referee is Stephen Lodge from Barnsley. So Arsenal went to kick off. 2 teams in excellent nick at the moment. Derby with 6 wins in the last 7. Arsenal haven't lost in 7. All the ingredients are there for a cracking cup tie on a mild night at the baseball ground. Derby, though, will certainly need to be a lot tighter at the back than they have been of late, giving far too many goals away, and they will be exposed by Arsenal's striking power, even without Ian Wright, who failed a late fitness test, along with Lee Dixon and Nigel Winterburn, so some reshuffling for George Graham to do. Short now with Kuhn. Short's continued his run. Gabbiadini. That was a reckless tackle then by Bold. And I think that may well be, or certainly a ticking off for Bold. The referee deciding not though to opt for the yellow card. Oh, the free kick taken quickly. Johnson! Oh, and it squeezed past the post! Well, Arsenal were caught on the hop then. And the goals continue to elude Tommy Johnson. Free kick taken very quickly then. Quite cool, and Johnson very unlucky to see his effort squirm past the post. Simpson. Just beyond Gabbiadini, clears pass to Limpar. Cool in with the tackle. Tommy Johnson, whose place is under threat with Ted McMinn on the bench, still taking his time really to settle from Notts County, where he had a much freer role. Here's Smith now, trying to send Campbell away. Merson's pulled into the middle, and it's a corner. It's so hard to shake off Kevin Campbell. Now Bold has come forward. Adams is ambling up too. Well, the free kick is given to Arsenal. Foul by Simpson, as Hillier was checked. What invention can Arsenal provide here? We have the height of Bold and Adams in there. Short with the header out. Smith, now Jensen. And Campbell, just over the bar. But warning signs were out then for Derby. A long cross to the far post. Steve Bold heading it back across, then from Adams, and it's Campbell over the bar. Cool. Now Johnson has Gabbiadini up in support too. Does he have a pace to get away from Adams? Still Johnson, whipping over the cross. Gabbiadini, and Simpson! Good save by David Seaman. Well, Simpson may have got for a spectacular shot then. Enough to beat Seaman. Good flick on there by Gabbiadini, and Seaman with a smart piece of goalkeeping. Simpson, who's been so sharp in front of goal, 11 so far, including one in the Anglo-Italian Cup. And he's been the man in form for Derby so far this season. Crowd now really raising their voices, lifting the Derby team. by no means one way in this first half. It's been fairly even. Chances for both sides. Now here's an opportunity, if he wants to, for Pembridge to hurl one in. Come in. Pembridge. Derby strikers keeping onside. And Simpson went in. Again, Seaman was in the right place. But again, plenty of menace about Derby then. Kitson with a flick on, and Simpson was there. So was Seaman. Now Comin. It's cool to Kitson. Gabbiadini. Got away from Adams. Ball for the tackle. It's Simpson. Well, that's 3 chances that have come his way. Maybe that was the hardest of the 3. But he says himself, every time he goes out to play, he feels he's going to score, Paul Simpson. That's the kind of form that he's been in. And he's certainly playing with a great deal of confidence. Short. The play pressed into that midfield area. And Arsenal win the free kick. Here's Jensen. Looking to find Merson now. Again, Merson always looking to take on defenders. And curling it just beyond the far post. Oh, superb play then by Paul Merson. Teasing Comin. And short as well, sending them both the wrong way. And just beyond that far post. Kitson. Now Gabbiadini. Kitson shot. Seaman down well. David Seaman really on his mettle tonight. The snapshot from Kitson. He's often compared with Gary Lineker for his pace and his shooting ability. He certainly is an outstanding prospect. Pembridge. Outmaneuvered by Hillier. And he was then fouled by the former Luton Town man, Mark Pembridge. The player Arthur Cox rates very highly. And he expects him to go on to much in the game. The half-time whistle blows. Well, it was a frenetic first half. Paul Simpson perhaps with the best chances, 3 of them coming the Derby wingers' way, but David Seaman, well, he was in splendid form to deny him. No goals, but a lot of excitement for the crowd to enjoy. At half-time, it's Derby County 0, Arsenal 0. So Derby County then start the second half. They scored 7, of course, against Southend in the last round. I don't think they're going to do that tonight. But all the same, Arthur Cox will be fairly satisfied, I would imagine, with the creative play of his team in the first half. And here's Simpson now. Certainly they were more than a match for Arsenal in those first 45 minutes. Pembridge now. Forsyth. This is Simpson. Now he's straight in at Arsenal's throats here. Pembridge just about up-jumped by Tony Adams, who you'd expect him to be. Now Gabbiadini finds Kitson. A sharp turn by Kitson. Johnson now. Limpar. Merson has gone forward. Comin, though, was in the way for Derby. Cool. On for Gabbiadini to chase. And Adams. Forcing to conceding the throw. Kitson, outsmarted though by Limpar. And Kitson holding him back. And there's Swedish international, leaving the free kick for David Seaman. Alan Smith wants it down the middle. This is Smith now, on towards Campbell, who was first to react, and Smith! It was a good chance then for Alan Smith, who's scored only the one goal so far this season, and had a spell when he was left out of the side, but he has been back to his sharper form in recent games. But he didn't extend Steve Southend then. On for Gabbiadini, Adams, and then Morrow almost caught in possession. Liderson away. Here's Short. That'll be Bowles. Jensen's touch, and away goes Limpar. They've got 3 up in this attack now. Campbell and Smith waiting on the cross. And away for the corner. Darren Wassell was taking no chances there, even with something behind him. He was aware of the menace of Campbell and Smith. Here's the corner. Running partially away then, really, by Forsyth. But now the break is up. Kitson leading the charge. There's Pembridge outside him. Decided to plough Furrow, and he's clashed then with Jensen. Has been penalised, I think, now by the referee. Eventually it was Kitson charging it to Jensen, who yanked him aside, and well, the referee's given a free kick, but not for that one. Simpson whipping over the cross. It'll fall for Cool. Gabbiadini and Kitson. Gabbiadini now! Great save by Seaman. Still the danger hasn't passed. Wassell back in. Towards Forsyth. And the clearance by Tony Adams. Arsenal there saved though by the feet of David Seaman. Now off goes Campbell. Cup tie really coming to life in the second half. And that was a bad tackle led by Pembridge on Limpar. Oh, Limpar getting very, very angry. Gabbiadini got involved initially, then Kitson. There's the challenge by Pembridge. Arsenal continue with the free kick taken by Liderson. Beyond Alan Smith. Away for the corner. That will be the signal for Adams and for Bold to come up. Way back Cool. Kitson trying to get it clear. That goes Pembridge. And Tony Adams was the offender. And now he will receive the yellow card. The tiny figure of Pembridge taking the ball away, and Adams, I think, had a couple of goes in there. Johnson now. Come in. Goes the fleet-footed Paul Kitson. Now then for Johnson. And Simpson! It won't count, the flag's up. It's offside. The Derby fans didn't see the flag. And nor did some of the players. It won't count. The flag was clearly up then before Simpson stabbed the ball in. He was in the right place, and it was a superb build-up. In the country. Now they want the free kick here, Derby. It's another precarious situation for Arsenal. And it's smarted cool. Straight into that defensive barrier. Pembridge. Come in. And Johnson. And Kitson. And a great save by Seaman. Oh no, he's given the penalty. The referee has given the penalty. And Derby have been awarded a penalty. Let's see again here on the replay. Now there's the trick by Adams on Tommy Johnson. Paul Simpson will take this kick for Derby County. And scores! Derby 1, Arsenal 0 on 71 minutes. Derby's reward for their enterprise. And it's Paul Simpson with his 12th goal of the campaign. And none will have been sweeter for him than that one. Derby in front, Arsenal up against it now. Hillier. Good pass of him. Feeding Limpar. Now there's danger for Derby. Slips it through to Campbell. It's a chance, and it's a goal. It's 1-1. 15 minutes to go, and right out of the blue, Limpar has set up the chance, which Campbell has taken with great aplomb. It's a classic finish by Arsenal. Limpar in the role of creator, and the finish was stunning from Campbell. Hillier's tackle is good and strong. In goes Smith. Now Campbell. Good drive! Well, there's an air of confidence about Arsenal that was missing earlier in the half. Campbell's strike. And he wasn't all that far away either. Johnson now. Still time, maybe for Derby to glitch it, but no. It's Arsenal's turn now. Off goes Smith. Released by Comin. Now he has Limpar in support. Still Limpar, who scores so many spectacular goals, and there was almost another one to add to his catalogue there. Deep into injury time. Morrow's header. Off goes Campbell. He's got away from Wassell. Has he won it here? Oh, Sutton to the rescue. Outstanding work then from Steve Sutton as Campbell went through. His strength took him away from Wassell, who's hardly a slouch. And that's really alert goalkeeping by Sutton. Arsenal could have won it at the death end. But as it is, this compelling cup tie finishes all square. Kevin Campbell with the equaliser after Paul Simpson had driven Derby ahead from the penalty spot. A competitive game between two totally committed sides. And they must meet and do it all over again at Highbury. Derby County 1, Arsenal 1.